Right, what's good, everyone? So, I saw a clip today, and it's an appearance of Dizzie Rascal on GMTV this morning with Piers Morgan. Now, this is how you know the Black Lives Matters movement has achieved something. For those who say protest achieves nothing, but it has many things, and one of them being that when's the last time you've seen Dizzie Rascal on any sort of TV network, let alone GMTV? So he's on GMTV this morning. I think he's on there to talk about a car concert that he's doing. There's a few of them popping up now. And straight away, Piers Morgan's on the case. He's asking him about the Black Lives Matter movement. And Dizzie, a great guy, great artist, phenomenal artist, right? Incredible talent. But Dizzie's no expert in the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm sure he can articulate himself well on what it means to him, but Dizzie's got a fan base, you know, and he doesn't want to corrupt that fan base. You know, because you pick a side, you put yourself in a position where it's then difficult for you to dig yourself out of. You know, you go trying to appease everyone. You see what happened to Anthony Joshua when he gave his opinion. He simply said about, spoke about shopping and buying from black-owned shops, which we hardly have any of. You know, I challenge any person out there to name me 5 black-owned stores or shops that they can go and shop from right now. And that's what Joshua was alluding to. He wasn't saying don't buy. You know, he's essentially saying, come on, we've got to look at. We need investment too. You know, if every other culture has got their own investments, they have their own banks, they have, you know, you look at the Jewish community, you look at the Indian community, you look at the white community, you look at every other community, but the black community, we have nothing, man. We have nothing really. So this is what Joshua was alluding to. But going back to Dizzie didn't want to put himself in that box because he's got a fan base. Everyone buys his records. Right, so he doesn't really want to give an opinion like Joshua did, and this is a problem with the whole thing. You know, no one wants to kettle himself. No one wants to. So when Piers asked him the question, "What do you think of the Black Lives Matter movement?" he responded, "Well, you know," and kind of funny. Dizzie was laughing and joking all the way through this, right? He's laughing and joking. He was chilled, but the question of why you being so aggressive was thrown up as well. I don't know where these people find he showed no aggression whatsoever. Trust me, if Dizzie showed some aggression, you would know that Dizzie showed aggression. He was not aggressive anyway. And so Dizzie answered the initial question in he's laughing, he's joking, but he was kind of serious in the way in what he was saying. He said, "What makes you think I'm an expert on the Black Lives Matter movement?" Alluding to the fact that, what is it, because I'm a bit brown or I'm black? Yeah. You know. Piers Preston's a question. He said, "No, I just wanted to know your opinion," you know, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm not on here to talk about that. I'm on here to talk about this car concert I'm doing," you know. Which, again, he's right. And he then goes on to say, "Well, you know, if you need an expert on here to talk about this, you need someone like Akala, the perfect person on it to talk on these issues, right?" Akala's a musician, and he's almost he's one of those minds. He's one of those. You know, I'm not saying Dizzie's not a stupid guy by any means, but Akala is more in depth in his study and his knowledge of social economics when it comes to black and brown people. So that's the person you want to have on there, someone who give you some really strong opinions, factual opinions. But yeah, it was interesting to see the dynamics. It's interesting to see how Dizzie responded, and the video is probably gone a bit viral now because Dizzie responded the way he did. But I can assure you, had he gone down the route of saying, "Oh, the Black Lives Matter movement is this," and he fully supports them and blah, 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 the whole tone of the interview would have been different, and the response on social media and everything else would have been to attack him by the masses of audience who largely don't support the movement for whatever reason. And that's a damn shame, right? That's a damn shame that he has to do that. So he has to do that in this day and age. Support a movement that's there for the justice and you know, it's essentially there to talk about justice, to talk about equality in our community, in a community that's been massively disenfranchised over the years, and to give an opinion on that, to suggest that we should be on an equal playing field as everyone else, is to almost suggest that, you know, you saw that. I don't know if you saw the Burnley. Plane at the Burnley Football Club, the flag or the aircraft flying over Burnley Football Club, saying "White Lives Matter." It's almost like what the racists out there put out, you know. For oh no, it's not black lives. Listen, I don't need to reiterate or litigate to anyone the reasons behind the Black Lives Matter movement. Maybe you should have said Black Lives Matter too. You know, I don't know what else people want. You know, Black Lives Matter is all we ask is people are saying matter. You know, and people are against that. Black Lives Matter. I mean, I don't know what else you want people to say. Well, what do you want us to say? Maybe if you say, oh, Black Lives exist. Oh, how about that? Black Lives exist. I mean, drop the bar. How low do you want us to take the bar? This is the problem, right? Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Essentially what it's saying is Black Lives Matter too, for those who don't know. Black Lives Matter too. You're not saying Black Lives Matter only or black. No, no one's suggesting that. And that's based on historic and systemic racism in America. How many black men are being killed? And people say, well, white men are killed on a similar level. I mean, again, you use these things. I think people try to make comparisons, and it's nowhere near. You just have to look at the amount of black guys that's been incarcerated. You got to look at the amount of black men and women killed and incarcerated. It far outweighs whites. You know, I mean, I'm not going to go into the figures. You just have to do a quick Google search, man, will tell you what the facts and figures are. So for you to be out there making comparisons and trying to compare and trying, oh no, well, you know, we get killed, it's just ridiculous. It just falls on its face. But if you're not interested in knowing this and you're not interested in seeing the reality, then you're a bit of a, I don't know. It's an ideology, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I think it's an ideology. If your mindset is set to a certain thing, if someone's born into Christianity or whatever, you're born a Muslim or whatever, and it's very difficult for someone to change their mind, or change that person's mind, or change their faith or their belief, right? And I think that it's the same that goes for white supremacy. If you're a bit of a racist, you're born into that sort of ideology, you were taught that from a very young age, then it's very difficult for you to change that concept or change that way of thinking, to open your mind and understand that, listen, if people are saying this is what's happening to them, believe them. We're not making this up. I don't want to be telling you, oh no, this is, what do you think? I'm just making this up? Because why would I be making this up, saying that this is what happens? This is what happens to us. You know, this is what happens when I go to certain places. You know, this is how we're treated. We're treated differently. And people make a judgment based on that. You know, they make a judgment based on that. The first time they see you, and 9 times out of 10 it's negative. Otherwise, we won't be here talking about it if it was positive, right? So just sometimes say, just listen to what people are saying, man. It's that simple. We're not making this up. We're not lying to you. We're not, you know, we're not here. You know, it's I don't even believe this discussion sometimes. Why is it a discussion? It should be something that's you know, we should all be fighting to stop it from happening. You know. So anyway, I've gone off on one. Check out the Dizzie interview. It's interesting. It's a bit awkward. It's good to see people like Dizzie back on the TV, though. How long it's going to last, I don't imagine it's going to go on for much longer. As soon as this whole thing dies down, it goes back to what it was. I hope it doesn't. I pray it doesn't. I created a brand, Black Aesthetics Apparel, to keep the movement going. It's a fitness brand, but it also delves into social injustices, and if you're for that, then you please go out and give us a like, give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook. Check out blackaesthetics.co.uk or blackaesthetics.com for the apparel. We've got new stocks coming in soon as well, so if you guys are interested, check us out. And I hope you guys train in the gyms. That's another video. Gyms should have been reopened in July. Outdoor gyms are now reopening, as opposed to indoor gyms. What on earth is going on? I don't know. The pubs could reopen, but the gyms can't. I mean, the government can't get this any more wrong than they already have. But that's another video. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys listened to the end. 10 minutes of my ranting. And I'd catch you guys on the next video. Take care. Be safe. Peace.